Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings with your host Ram. Well, on this particular Cricket Happening show, a very brief cricket news, and then we are going to. I'm going to look at the Caribbean Premier League. As you know, the Caribbean Premier League kicked off yesterday in the West Indies, and I'll be talking about two matches. One match has just finished, which I'll be talking about, and the other match which happened yesterday. So basically, it's going to be Caribbean Premier League 2018, which is going to dominate the Cricket Happening show today. It might be a very a sort of a just a sort of a cricket summary on the Caribbean Premier League and a bit of news. As far as the news is concerned, I'll start off with the news and then we can get into the Caribbean Premier League. As far as the news is concerned, as you know, Pakistan and Australia would be meeting Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates, and Australian team, one was waiting for it. Actually, it's not good news because one of their two prime bowlers are undergoing rehabilitation through injury. So, and there are two players. One is Patrick Cummins, who is really, has now matured as a wonderful fast bowler for Australia, and he's going to be sorely missed because he has been bowling superbly, as we all know. Whether it is against India or any other team, he has been doing a great job, and I think Australia are definitely going to miss the services of Patrick Cummins, and they're also going to miss the one who bowled a wicket-to-wicket bowler, who bowls with a lot of economy, and he's a difficult bowler to get away with. None other than the tall bowler Josh Hazelwood, who also swings the ball both ways, and he's also going to be missing. And I think that is a big blow for the Aussies. And so I think based on that, one would say that the Aussies are going to have a tough time against Pakistan because Mitchell Starc probably would be fit. One is hoping that Mitchell Starc can come out from injury, but nevertheless, I can tell you one thing: with Hazelwood and Cummins not there in the mix, I'm very sorry to say, and even there is no David Warner, there's no Stephen Smith, who are serving bans right now, and I think Australia will have their task absolutely cut out against Pakistan because already their batting resources are weak, and now their bowling resources have gone really weak, and that is not good news for Australia, according to me. Probably it will definitely give a chance to some nice youngsters like Chris Tremaine or Chad Sayers. That would be good, but yes, the youngsters will definitely get an opportunity, and if they can grab it with both hands, it could do wonders for them as far as international cricket is concerned. So one can say that the Australian reserve talent would be severely tested against Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, and we all know that Pakistan right now are breathing fire. They are doing extremely well, whether it is the batting department, bowling, or fielding, whatever you call it. Mickey Arthur has really molded them into in a very strong manner, and I think Australia have to really play well to win against Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates. As I said, after getting the news of Patrick Cummins, with all the with the batting resources already crippled by the absence of Stephen Smith and David Warner, and now being crippled with the absence of Patrick Cummins and Josh Hazelwood, I think Australia will have the task really cut out. They have to rely on the reserve talent to do the trick for them against Pakistan. Well, so that was the news. But now we are getting into the Caribbean Premier League. So first, we'll talk about the first match of the Caribbean Premier League that kicked off the Caribbean Premier League 2018 amongst a lot of razzmatazz there at Port of Spain in Trinidad, where Trinbago Knight Riders, the champions, the defending champions, took on the St. Lucia Stars, and Trinbago Knight Riders definitely showed why they were the 2017 champions by crushing the Lucia Stars by 100 runs at Port of Spain. So let's have a look at the card. Now, it was Trinbago Knight Riders who batted first, and they did a good job of getting 195 for 6 on the board. The feature being Colin Munro hammered 68 of 48 deliveries, which included 9 fours and 1 6. The other principal contributor being Dinesh Ramadhan, who gave the impetus to the innings at the end portion of the innings when he slammed an unbeaten 50 of 27 deliveries with 2 4s and 4 6s to take the Trinbago Knight Riders onto a score of 195 for 6 of their 20 overs. So that was a great start by Trinbago Knight Riders to their 2018 campaign. Chris Lynn was out for just 8 of 5 deliveries, 1 6. Sunil Narine made 17 of 13, 2 4s and 1 6 in his customary style. Munro I've already spoken about, 68 of 48, 9 4s, 1 6. Brendan McCullum was out for just 13 runs of 11 balls. Darren Bravo was out for naught. Dwayne Bravo made 17 of 11, 1 4, 1 6. Ramadan was splendid, 50 overs of 50 runs of unbeaten runs of 27 balls, 2 4s and 4 6s. And Searles not out on 9 of 3 balls, included 2 4s. So 195 for 6 was definitely considered a good total. The Kieron Pollard was captaining the St. Lucia Stars. Mitchell McLennan, 4 overs, 2 for 30. Sammy is the one who disappeared for plenty. His 4 overs got rammed for 51 runs without a wicket. Cornwall, 2 overs, done for 17. Kesrick Williams, 4 overs, no made in 2 for 28. And Kesrick Williams definitely did his job. He was really mixing it up and he was duly rewarded as well. Qais Ahmed is the one of the leg spinners from Afghanistan who has taken the place of Rashid Khan, and he definitely did not have a good beginning as far as international cricket is concerned in the Caribbean Premier League, as he was slammed for 6s and 4s by a very, very marauding Colin Munro. His 2 overs cost him 24 runs without a wicket. Kieron Pollard, 3 overs, 2 for 22. Lendl Simmons bowled 1 over, which got hit for 15 runs. Now, St. Lucia Stars were chasing a target of 196 runs to win from their 20 overs. And well, if you look at it, it was only Andre Fletcher at the top of the order who started off in sort of a real ominous fashion by hitting 19 of 11 deliveries with 1 4 and 2 6s before Ali Khan, who bowled very well in Canada, the United States pace bowler, was very impressive in the T20 tournament in Canada, and I'm sure it was probably Dwayne Bravo was the one who probably recommended his name, and Ali Khan did a wonderful job. In fact, he got the wicket of Andre Fletcher by getting him clean bowled with a very slower delivery, out for 19 of 11, 1 4, 2 6s. Warner was for the first time playing the Caribbean Premier League, and he was out very cheaply. He was clean bowled by Scantlebury Searles for 9 of as many balls with 1 4. Simmons making only 3 runs. Cornwall 3. Chapman got an opportunity. He made 6 of as many balls with 1 4. Pollard failed to the bat, 12 of 27. So definitely, if you look at the Trinbago Knight Riders bowlers who did a wonderful job, Ali Khan, 2 overs, no made and 1 for 10. Gabriel was costly, 3.3 overs, no made and 1 for 34. Sunil Narine did his job the best, 4 overs, 1 for 18. Scantlebury Searles bowled 1 over, just a solitary over for 4 runs, and picked up the most important wicket, David Warner. Bravo, 3 overs, 3 for 11. Fawad Ahmed, 4 overs, no made and 3 for 16. So if you look at the card, barring Andre Fletcher, Kieron Pollard with 12 and Qais Ahmed with 14 in his first match in the Caribbean Premier League. The leg spinner, young leggy from Afghanistan, 14 of 15 with 1 6. Other than that, it represented a telephone number with everybody dismissed from the St. Lucia Stars in single digits. Darren Sammy was out for 1, Sammy 6, Clenahan 6, Williams was not out in 2. And Colin Munro took the Man of the Match award. So a very good start for the defending champions Trinbago Knight Riders, as they had a crushing victory over the St. Lucia Stars. Now the next match, which I'm going, the second match we are talking about, and the second match just finished right now in the Caribbean Premier League, and it was a victory. The match was between Guyana Amazon Warriors, who are taking on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, and it was the Amazon Warriors who won the match by 6 wickets. So let's have a look as to what really panned out at the Providence Stadium in this particular match. So it was the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots who actually batted first, and they got to 146 for 5, led by Captain Gale, and Gale definitely played a captain's innings there as he hammered the Guyana Amazon Warriors bowlers to all parts of the park by hitting hitting a score of 86 of 65 deliveries with 7 fours and 5 sixes. Tremendous batting from Chris Gale. Evan Lewis was once again continued his poor form. He was just gone for one. He was clean bowled by Green for 1 of 7 deliveries. Cooper was out. Tom Cooper was out for 15 of 21, 1 4. Cutting made 15 of 14, 1 4, 1 6. And Dave Sitch was out for 9. Brathwaite was not out on 5. King was not out on 1. 146 for 5 thanks to Chris Gale's really good big hitting. Sohail Tanvir 4 overs 1 for 24. Green 1 for 33. Imran Tahir 1 for 32. Kimo Paul at 2 for 16 bowled well. 4 overs none for 37 for Ryan Emrit. Now Guyana Amazon Warriors were chasing 147 runs to win, and their start was not good at all. They lost the hard-hitting opener Chadwick Walton to the Nepalese leg spinner Lamichhane for 9 of 5 balls to 2 fours. Luke Ronchi, one of the big draw cards according to me in this Guyana Amazon Warriors team, was out for naught. He was clean bowled by Sheldon Cottrell, the left-arm pace bowler, and then Shoaib Malik, and suddenly there was a real sort of a scare put into the Amazon Warriors innings with Shoaib Malik dismissed for 14 by Cottrell of 9 deliveries, 3 fours. But then Solomon Hetmyer, the young batsman, who is definitely showing that he belongs to the big stage, the under-19 player, did a wonderful job as he was the one who took them to victory. They lost Jason Mohammed for 16 of 18, but Solomon Hetmyer needed someone to stay with him at the other end. It came in the form of Chris Green, who was not out on 25, 23 deliveries with one boundary. But Solomon Hetmyer was the one who took them to victory with an unbeaten knock of 79, which came off just 45 deliveries, which included 9 fours and 4 sixes. So 148 for 4, game over. The Guyana Amazon Warriors starting off very well in the Caribbean Premier League by getting a victory over Chris Gale's men, and that was the St. Nevis Patriots. As far as the bowling is concerned, Cottrell 2 overs 221. Lamichhane was most impressive, 4 overs 2 for 12. Cooper 1 over for 17. Alzari Joseph went for plenty, 1.3 overs, no maiden none for 28. Dave Sitch had 1 over for 16. Brathwaite 4 overs for 24, and Cutting bowled 3 overs for 29. And Shimron Hetmyer was the man of the match, won the man of the match award. So 2 matches gone in the Caribbean Premier League, and we have seen 2 victories. Well, dear fans and subscribers, as I said, there's not much cricket to talk about. It's all about the Caribbean Premier League. Hope you like this broadcast of mine talking about the Caribbean Premier League. And that's about it, dear fans and subscribers, on the cricket show for today. And it's good night from my studios, dear friends and subscribers. Thank you.